Is that rumors?
Women talking.
Sure, girl. I don't even talk like this. Oh, no. Child, I'm too grown to be heard that before. I'm going to tell you, I got some advice for you. I got some good advice for you, girl. I'm going to tell you, sit down somewhere. You might just learn something from grown women talking.
What the hell you doing here? Did I tell you how to act you?
I done told you about that now. Hey,
Struggling with that walker.
I knew y'all was gonna be here. I ain't got time for Beulah today.
Struggling with that. Look at her. She ain't learned how to parallel park that walker yet. Oh, Lord. Boop, 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 boop. Smash. She done smashed that pillow. She didn't sit on that pillow. She smashed that
That's
pillow.
all right. That's all right. I'm sick.
You all right, praise the
That's
Lord.
right. That's right.
Girl, I was telling Janice about how Regina got caught on that pole.
Hey, what pole?
The pole.
What pole?
I was telling her about how she fell off in a room, baby, and hurt her back. That's supposed to be between us.
Oh, we better not.
Why you telling my secret? Because you was hurt, girl. The neck
Was you
brace.
trying to get it on? Was you trying to get it on?
Trying to get my groove, baby.
What
No,
happened
you
is,
too old for that.
let me tell you what happened. And Janice asked me about your neck brace. I couldn't even lie about that.
I'm better though. I'm feeling better.
I'm good, girl. I'm good. I'm gonna tell you what I was thinking about when you was at that having that strip pole. I was thinking about getting me and Herbert a strip pole.
What?
Yeah, Herbert know how to do it right.
Get up on that pole.
I'm telling you,
how to
Can't do it.
I'm gonna tell you
Boy,
Hey, Herbert grabbed me by my ankles last week. Was we already on the floor?
What?
Well, I don't know how I got on the floor, but that crazy Herbert, I'm gonna tell you right now, Herbert, then he licked my elbow. Oh, he know how to do it right.
What elbow?
Right.
I ain't never had my elbow.
I knew he knew what he was doing. Girl, I knew he knew what he was doing when he
I
pushed
ain't
me.
never had that dirty
Serious.
thing.
Have your
Cream
elbow
on the
licked.
elbow.
Huh?
You can reach it.
I'm gonna tell
can't
you,
reach.
Herbert can do some things. He can do the crayon.
The crayon.
Y'all don't know what the crayon
What's the
is?
crayon?
I ain't never heard of the crayon.
You ain't ready. You ain't ready.
Oh, Lord.
He did the Elmer's
You were
glue.
just lying again like she always lying.
He did the Elmer's glue. I mean, that's what
He
he
ain't
called
did
it.
nothing to her.
That's what he called it.
Elmer's
That's
glue.
why I don't like you.
Always talking about nuts.
Janice, I would talk about your man if
I
you
sure
said
do like
murder
this chair,
that man
though.
already.
Lord, I wish I could come over here.
Girl, the last thing I'm going to tell y'all, wait.
Sit on this chair. This chair is good.
Here come Herbert. Don't act like you don't know nothing.
If you'll remember to call them grandbabies.
All right, I think they told me to call. I'm going to call.
You'll
Huh?
don't forget, call the grandbabies.
All right.
All right.
Awesome thing. We always think I ain't listening to some. What the hell y'all looking at? Oh, hell no. See, that's why you can't tell your friends nothing. I want to thank everybody for showing out to another production of Grown Women Talking Skits. We have on the end Regina, which is Letha. We have Pearlie, which is Leah. Beulah Mae Jenkins, which is my son Geraldine. And we have Janice, Missy Lane herself. Thank you
Girl, tell me what that was, honey. You gonna leave me hanging like that? Don't tell me what it was.
I don't hear you.
I want to know what the pickle juice is too.
Exactly.
If I didn't hear her, why am I supposed to hear? I don't know.
Because I'm
either.
closer.
I'm just gonna be honest. I just heard it's really, really messy.
I'm
I don't know how it tastes. I don't know how it is. I don't know if you dip it in something or
you
something.
pour it
dips
on
in it.
somebody.
Now, see, I know pickle juice
I
is
don't
good when you have a Charlie horse, but I ain't never heard it's good.
Really?
Yeah,
How is
Why
that?
do you do that?
because you drink it. You know how you drink salt water and stuff, electrolytes. Yeah, pickle juice, it makes you. Yeah,
Really?
it makes you come out of a Charlie horse.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Somebody
that
told me to put salt on my tongue and foot.
Somebody told me to
helps, but
shake
it's
my
better.
leg.
It's better if it's the Himalayan pink Himalayan sea salt. Put it underneath your tongue.
Really?
That works too.
How many
Yeah.
different salts is there?
There's a lot.
Because she know about the different Gatorades. I mean, not Gatorades, but what was that disease?
The blue waffle.
No,
Stop it.
there's only one blue waffle.
No.
There ain't no brown and serve,
No
ready.
green. Ooh, I shouldn't have said green. That made me nauseous.
What you know
Green.
about that?
No, you said there ain't no other colors, and I was like, there ain't no green. I was like, ooh, that makes me nauseous.
Girl, you gonna make me pee on myself.
Wait a minute.
I would pee on myself.
Because she said there's no other colors in the blue waffle. And I was like, so there's no green?
there's no
But then when
green.
I said it, it made me sick.
Might
You know
be
what
a
I have
slight
to tell y'all?
discoloration.
I wish Elaine was out here.
Yeah.
Elaine, who was her great grandmother? Janice.
Janice.
Grandma
is her name.
Janice, yeah. Yeah, I wish she had came out here to your grandmama's spot.
Oh, she
I
would
know,
love
ain't
it.
the
You know, because she can hear better than we can.
Oh.
So your grandma be talking, we can hear what's going on.
Oh.
We can find out what's going on with the rest of these heifers.
Well, you know, if you creep around the left side or the right, we might be able to sneak up on her.
There's some stuff I don't want to see. I
I
only
don't
want
want to see
hear.
it, but you know, if you wanna
Some
hear the
stuff I don't want to
conversation.
have my ears exposed to. It might be a little bit too deep for me to handle.
Yeah, it's a little frightening.
You know, my grandma told me she told me you don't tell your friends about sexual positions that your man has expertise in.
Mm-hmm.
But she said she will talk about activities. So I'm like,
She don't want you to just talk about them because then your friends might want to try them out.
exactly.
Gonna be sneaking
She
over
said,
the house.
no, but then she told me because you could start having problems. And that same friends that you was telling him how good he was will be the first one to tell you, you need to leave him. You need to leave him. And then once you take their advice and leave him, 2
They
years
crawling
later,
up on them.
you find out they're the one married to him.
Exactly.
See, I'll just take it and use it in my repertoire, you know, my library. I mean, what? Just advice. I just take it as advice.
You gotta watch having
I have
single
to keep
friends.
it. That's what it
Exactly.
is. Them single friends. I think you might be safe with your married friends. But nowadays, you never know.
Nowadays, you never know
I
with the
can,
married
I
people.
can say no because when I was in the military, their spouses asked their other spouse, out of all my friends, if you could cheat on anybody with who
That
would you
is
cheat
a
with?
bad question to
Wow,
even
I wasn't
ask.
thinking
What
about like
the
that.
crazy part is he asked his wife, and his wife said her friend's husband, and then she asked her husband,
What?
and he said her, and then they ended up having an affair.
Wow.
That's not good.
That is, this even to me like it has opened
Destroyed
the
their
door.
marriage.
It
Yes.
destroyed the marriage and it opened up the door.
Right.
You don't. That's
You
just some
don't say
things you
that.
keep secret about your marriage.
Some things you just don't
you don't
even,
tell.
If you thought that way, you need to ask some, Lord, take them thoughts away.
You know,
Because you don't need to be having them
you're
kind of
only
thoughts.
gonna ask that to me.
If
is
you're
when you
already
see them-
contemplating.
No, when you see how they interact with each other,
Yeah.
and you think that they're already giving each other vibes, that they like each other.
Yeah.
Don't nobody ever pick me. Should I be offended?
No.
I don't want nobody to pick me because I don't want nobody to have
I'm
thoughts.
thinking maybe because I don't give them a vibe.
That
I
you-
mean,
that you would
I
go
can tell
down with that.
I'm down with that because I think the vibe that I always give is, oh, that's my brother.
Right.
That's my brother right there. Nah, you can't say none of that.
Right.
And I think if my
That's a
brother
good vibe
put
to
a
give.
pass at
That
me,
is a good vibe.
I'd be like, you know that's gross.
Right.
That's total incest.
That's nasty.
Of real, like, you're my blood, real blood.
Right. Because that's how you're looking at it.
Yeah, that's how I look at them. That's how I feel about them. That they're like my
And
family.
that's a good way to feel.
Yes, it is.
But I want their wives to feel like they know
can
that
trust.
that's how
yeah,
right.
They can
talk
trust
to
you around.
Because
They can trust you
I
around.
say it's so funny because when I was in Louisiana, I had a friend, and her husband said he didn't like none of her friends. So when any of her friends come over, he'd always go upstairs. So he was going upstairs one time. I said, yeah, take your ugly self upstairs. I said, you just don't want to watch your team get whooped upside their head. I got you.
So he went on upstairs, and then he came back down, right?
Mm-hmm.
We started watching the game, and I didn't know how to make that bread, so I would go in there and keep her company. And then when she was getting the plate, she said, "You can go ahead and get you a seat so we can."
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in there, and he said something that he thought was a joke, and I was like, "Bruh, you got to work on that material." That wasn't funny. What you could have said, and I just started telling him, "So if you want to bring that up again, this how you say, this how you tell that joke."
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "She is," and he said, "Babe,
I like
babe."
her.
And he liked me ever since.
He's
And
like,
so
yeah.
every time I ring the doorbell and I come in, he headed upstairs. He go, "Oh, I didn't know you was coming. I'm coming back down," and he come right on back down. And then she said, "You are the only female he comes around." And then I had this other female who was friends with her. He never come around. She goes, "He never comes around me." I said, "Really?" And she goes, "Yeah, she told me he's always downstairs when you're here, but I said, "I don't go over there to have him around me."
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah.
she's like, "Well, if he don't like you, I don't really hang out with you." I said, "If he don't really like you, that's a good thing." And I told her, I said, "That would be a good thing."
Right.
I said, "Because if he don't really like me, so he ain't never around me, that's not the friend that you need to give up.
Mhm.
That's the friend you need to hold on to, because you already know he can't stand her."
Exactly.
She had her one friend come over, and he was sitting there watching TV. And then he said something stupid. And then this girl was like, "Yes, okay." He was doing this extra. And she said her and him was looking at each other going,
It was not that funny.
"Yeah."
Like, what are you
Like,
laughing?
what is
That's
your
why I
issue?
don't think.
Exactly.
Now, if it's funny, it's funny. But if it's not, I'm like, you got to work on your material.
That's when you can tell ulterior motives.
Yeah.
I don't.
Exactly.
I have a couple friends where I felt uncomfortable around their men. One of my friends, I felt very uncomfortable around her husband because he openly looked, when she wasn't around, openly looked at other females. And I was like, I had to stop going to her house. She'd invite me, "You don't never come over no more." I was like, "Yeah, I know, I just be really busy." And it's because it's like, I'm not finna be that one. I'm not finna be the one to drive a wedge between our friendship. I'm not finna be the one that he uses to have his issues. I'm not gonna be that one. Because I've had it to where I told someone, "Your man made a pass at me." And then they don't believe you, and they get all upset and butthurt, and then they feelings, "You was looking after my," and they're like, "I don't want him. I'm just trying to let you know that your husband made a pass at me." So anytime I see those situations happen, I remove myself.
I can honestly say, again, I've never had that problem. Nobody's husband ever made a pass at me. But when I caught him cheating,
I told their husband brush up against me, like my behind.
Trying to feel on you?
Yeah, they were having a barbecue. I bent over into the oven to get my food, and he brushed against my behind. I was so livid. I was like, I came with my other friend. I was like, "We gotta go." I was like, I cannot, I will not do this. We have to go. "What's going on?" "I'll tell you when we get in the car, because we gotta go."
I think because when somebody's husband's around too, I'm so far into my female friend.
And so that's what I was doing.
Exactly.
And this is a friend I knew forever. Like, we were really close, really good friends. And I hadn't seen her in ages. She invited me to the barbecue, me and our other friend. And we were just having a good time, girls' time. Remember what we used to do? And I was like, I want some more food. And so I went in the kitchen, and I shouldn't have went by myself, apparently.
Yeah, you can't go nowhere by yourself.
He need to keep his hands and eyes and everything.
But I mean, when you got something,
I should be able to trust that
you
her
should be
husband's
able
going to
to
stay
trust
just to
that her
him.
husband
but you know
is going to stay true to her.
It's bad when you think you're so close to the female that when their spouse cheating,
That they would believe you
yeah,
or trust you.
but they didn't believe me.
No, because
And I told her, I said he cheated on you.
Love is
and
blind,
I told
deaf,
him
and dumb.
with who. And so what happened is he told my squad leader, I'm trying to drive a wedge in their relationship. He told his wife I was lying. And she's like, "Don't talk to me no more. You're going to be lying on my husband," and blah, blah, blah. So she turned a lot of the people in the barracks wouldn't talk to me. Oh, man, I was like.
I learned the hard way. That's why I didn't say nothing in that situation. I just left.
But you know what? She caught him in the bed with somebody.
Yeah.
See?
Then all of a sudden.
And then all of a sudden.
It all makes sense.
Because when you don't want to talk to me, I won't talk to you. So I just go to my room. I didn't have a car yet. Couldn't afford it. I was too young. But anyway, she came. They had a barbecue at the barracks for her. And she came through, she looked at me, I rolled my eyes and kept on pushing, because we not talking, remember? She said, I got to talk to you. I said, I don't want to talk to you. She said, no, I want to talk to you. And so she pulled me into the room, the barracks room, and she said, listen, she said, I know you, my friend. She said, because out of all of them that already knew he had slept with that chick, you're the only one that came and told me. The only one. I said, because I'm not going to talk about how stupid can you be if you're going to be with somebody if you don't even know.
Exactly.
Right? Now I said, it gives you the option. You know he did it, and it's your option if you want to stay in that or not. Not the fact that you're so deaf and dumb and blind that you didn't see none of it, and you didn't see the signs. So once she forgave him and took him back, but I was her only friend, and I was the only one allowed to be around her husband, because I told you, I treat them like they're my brother.
I look at my friends' husbands as just that, my friends' husbands. I don't want them. I'm not there for them. I mean, if we develop a brother and sister type of friendship, that's cool, because that's how I view them.
But and I would say it's harder for you, and probably harder for you too. The only reason why I say that is because even though you view them that, you're pretty. And that's just the bottom line.
So
if a female, no, I'm not talking about that. I'm not insecure. Because I got mine. You know what I'm saying? I got a good one with what I look like.
Right.
But I'm saying when you're pretty, you really don't get an option. That if that female is insecure at any way, it doesn't matter. That could be your blood brother. I bet you that girlfriend will still have an issue with you and be asking, well, is she really your sister?
No,
like through blood sister, or y'all just best friends and y'all call each other sister? And I'm saying, because you're pretty. That's what happens.
Well, you know what? With me, I don't look at my looks. I'm confident in myself, but I don't look at my outward shell. I attribute my inward person more so than my outward, and my inward pours out, and it just displays itself like this.
But you gotta have friends that can operate in what you look
and I
like.
agree with that. And also, when you're married to someone, I don't think an individual, you have your mate, okay? If you say that that's your mate, then your eyes shouldn't be wandering.
Exactly.
Your spouses, friends are off limits. They should not even be a temptation.
They should be. But what I'm trying to tell you
I understand.
is sometimes that dude sometimes you could be so pretty that they're just not even paying attention that they're looking at.
But see, and I've experienced that.
Okay.
I've experienced.
So I'm not lying,
no,
right?
you're not lying.
Okay.
I've experienced where they've seen like their eyes was just locked on me, and that's why I'm very selective about my friends, because I feel like
you have to be.
I have to be very careful to protect myself because of where your spouse the person's spouse may be.
Yeah.
I have to protect me in the friendship which I value.
But
value
all friends can't handle having pretty friends.
No,
not all people can handle that.
No.
So you have to have some friends that can handle that.
Yeah, because especially the reason why you can handle it, some can't handle it, is predicated on an insecurity within inside of themselves.
Exactly.
Because if you're threatened by how another person looks, that's a problem. Because you're focusing on the wrong thing. Because
they're not threatened by that. They're threatened about how much attraction you get, how much attention you get from their spouse or even from other men.
But why is this?
It's a curse.
It is the spouse shouldn't be. The spouse shouldn't be.
I don't have that problem.
I know you don't.
I don't have that problem at all.
I know you don't. But
in a relationship, you should be confident in your spouse and know that they're not looking elsewhere.
I don't think I like what my grandma said. You could talk about all kind of things in the bedroom, but you don't talk about the expertise of what your man can do.
Because you never know what somebody else is
you
thinking.
never know, and I'm glad I followed my grandmother's advice as well.
But you know what? I trust you guys, and I wouldn't tell you everything that he could do good, but if I had any questions,
for advice,
I love y'all, but I wouldn't tell y'all.
You gonna tell everything. Me what I want to know.
You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me about the pickle juice.
I told you it was messy.
You try it if you want to.
More detail.
But it's
More
What you
detail.
can use it for.
okay. She tell you the
Yes,
medical
I am.
terminology.
The medical, the
Okay.
medicinal.
Grown women talking, boy.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying this.
me
Oh,
too.
this is gonna be our last one for a while.
Yeah.
I know it.
That's so sad.
Pardon
Our
is such
last
sweet
talk.
sorrow.
Last time, well, it's gonna be a while before we get to your grandma's house.
Yes.
She gonna make us some cookies next time.
We'll see.
Or them.
What we gotta
Brownies.
do for your grandma? Cause it comes a time, you know how your grandma is.
Mm.
And I don't mean we have to do anything bad or nasty. She gonna want some grass cut, dishes washed,
Exactly.
knickknacks, counters, wiped
I have
off
to
with
let
the
you know
dust.
she might have you squashing grapes again.
You know what? I did that when I was a kid. I don't have to do that when I'm grown.
She can't make it.
I know she can't.
make
Yeah, she could.
Yeah, she can.
All she gotta do is tell me, girl, this what you see. This what you not gonna do. And once you get started with that, that's all she wrote.
all
Jack.
Exactly.
That's what you know. It's funny. That's how mamas used to talk back in the day. And see, this what you not gonna do, little girl.
For real.
Exactly. You thought you was gonna do this, but this was
Better
you
stay in a
not
child's
gonna do.
place. That's their favorite line. Stay in a child's place.
Children are seen but not heard.
Heard? Really? Nah,
That's
we
what-
wasn't seeing it. We was told to go outside.
I said, how
That's
can I?
another way of
How
saying
can
it.
I
That's a
be?
nice way of
Is
saying
it,
it.
how can I be seen and not heard? I mean, you know, like-
shut your face.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
for
so
real.
funny.
Shut your
I
face.
asked my grandma one time, I said, am I a ghost? She said, no. Who told you that? I said, something about seeing and not heard. I don't know. I can see a ghost, but that don't mean I'm going to hear one.
Right.
So am I a ghost? She said, girl, I'm about to make you one. Go on there and sit on that couch.
and I mean, don't move.
Okay?
Grandmas be having some good information for
Yes,
you.
they do.
Our grandmas, anyway. I don't know about everybody.
Ours are very interesting.
Ours are very interesting.
I don't know about Janice.
So is that how we gonna be when we get old?
I hope so. Because
We
they're
gonna
always
be like
coming
them
together
crazy
talking
butts
about each
sitting on the
other.
porch.
Yes.
I think so. I think
Grown
we're going to be
women
just
talking.
like them. Grown women talking. Maybe one day I'll put some lotion on.
I hope so.
You don't
No,
have to.
you like your ash. You say your husband like your
She
ash.
said her ash is smooth. And he like it.
Your husband like that ash.
He do. I put away the lotion. Show him all my ash.
The silky ash.
It is silky. Silky. I don't shave my legs either.
I don't either.
I thought you was going to spit your juice out.
I almost did because that caught me off guard. Now look here.
You shave your legs?
Periodically.
I don't shave them in the wintertime for sure.
I don't shave him, period.
But in the summertime, I feel like that's my leg shade.
And
You can't tell mine aren't shaved because it's so sparse.
Your hair?
Yeah.
I don't know how to agree with that or disagree with that.
You can do it if you want.
you know,
it
I
just
was
doesn't
looking
grow.
at mine too. I think mine is like very sparse. They're like
Yeah.
scarce. I don't like.
Wait,
the
how did-
hair.
what does sparse
Yes,
mean?
they are very
Sparse means very few.
Yeah, very few.
And then they're very thin, so you
Yeah.
can't tell if I don't shave
I'd
or not.
appreciate it if you go ahead and talk to me ebonically, because I don't know what you be saying.
Girl, ain't no hair on there.
Right? Ain't no hair.
Ain't no hair.
Ain't
You know
no
what
hair.
I'm talking about?
Ain't no
You heard me?
hair. You heard?
I was going to try
Ain't
that
no hair.
Brazilian
Ain't no
wax.
hair. Ain't no
I was
hair.
going to try that Brazilian wax.
You know, the Brazilian wax is an interesting
I'm not
experience.
from Brazil, so I don't think I need that wax.
The Brazilian wax is nice. It's
I
a
heard it was
wonderful
painful.
experience. No, once you get used to it,
It hurt the first time,
hurt
but
the-
once you get used
listen,
to it,
right? It made you want to put your fingernails into
oh
some
my
good-
God.
Lord,
No,
but the
see,
first time is to get a little used to, but then a couple times you get accustomed
Nope.
to it. You just lay there and boom, boom, it's over quick.
No.
I can't do that.
It's
I can't
it was
have
created
bald
the way it
cookies.
was for a reason.
I can't have bald cookies. Bald cookies
Hold
is
it.
not for me.
Swallow.
Okay. Woo! Ain't nothing wrong with a ball cookie jar every now and then.
I think any man that likes a bald cookie is a pedophile.
How is he a pedophile if he don't want to get the
I don't know. That's
if
what
he
I
don't
wanna
want to
know.
get the chocolate chips in
Because
his
your
teeth?
cookies look like a little miniature cookie from the cereal.
Stop. I can't.
Who?
Mm-mm.
Little cookies. They don't look like big cookies no more. They don't look like adult cookies.
You know, they are adult cookies that's just been...
Well, I'm not going to shave all mine to find out.
I'm not either.
I'm just going to say that.
I'm going to leave it the way it was made. I'm going to leave it right alone. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I feel like this.
I don't want no Brazilian. I don't want no
mine,
Mexican. I don't want no
licking the chocolate off my cookies.
I don't want none of them. If it has to do with wax, it's not going near my hoo-ha.
Why would
I am an advocate for a Brazilian.
I don't want
to have to give him a toothpick while he in there. You know, he picking the little fibers out. You know,
Everybody don't have them problems. Everybody don't have them problems. Some people know how to wear a bib.
Bibby quick.
So is that the bib that's supposed to catch all?
Ooh, is that the Lord? Okay.
Well, next time we hook up, y'all. Thank you for the wine and the cookies.
Thank you.
The wine and the cookies. You was talking about your cookies. I didn't eat no cookies.
I mean the cheese and the crackers. You know where I'm at.
Love the hospital.
But I'm gonna keep my cookies in my cookie jar.
For real.
If he got a problem with the way they look, he ain't gotta eat them.
And I'm gonna go to Ming Lee and get me a Brazilian when the time comes.
Really?
Yeah.
I just got a visual.
I'm gonna leave her.
I don't want to put you that visual. I have the visual now.
Leave her by herself.
She got a 12-year-old vagina.
No, 16.
Still not legal.
Look. She got a 12-year-old. No, 16. Why? Because of the smell.
No, because of emancipation.
It's not legal. Whichever way you spin it.
You do bigger. Oh my God. I can't even imagine. I'm like crunching with just the thought.
Why are you crunching? Okay,
If
they'll
somebody
leave a little
picking
hair
my-
straight down the middle.
I don't want
Might
none
have
of
the
that.
sides.
I don't want none of
My
that.
chocolate chip
No.
morsels
You can have your
out
chocolate
of
chip
my
morsel.
cookies.
You can have your chocolate chip morsel going straight
That
down
reminds
the
me
middle.
of that commercial where they have the little trees in front of all the women and they shape them with the shaper.
No.
There's a heart here.
I had the triangle.
We got a
thing
little
going.
triangle here. A
Triangle.
little strip there.
It's a
I'm
triangle.
good.
Yeah, a little
like,
strip.
like panties.
No, the triangle's too difficult.
How do you know?
I
She
don't
tried
know.
it.
She said, "Oh, you sound like religious songs." I tried it and I know it. Did your man shave his hoo-ha for you?
Huh?
Does your man shave his hoo-ha for you?
Well, me not having one,
Did your ex shave his hoo-ha?
my ex,
Did your ex shave the hoo-ha?
my
or
ex shaved the hoo-ha.
Really?
Yes, my ex shaved the hoo-ha.
I don't think my husband will trust me near him with anything sharp.
Mine don't have to.
I said
I think mine don't have to. I think mine don't have to because it's
Or
just
wax.
too long and I never even
I'm
come
just like,
close
but even
to
you know,
it.
I was like, you should have left a little bit of something on there because then I got to looking and I got to thinking.
It's ugly.
I'm like, wait a minute.
ball
They were never
penis
cute.
Ugly.
They were never cute with the little balls hanging down. But what I'm saying is, you know,
He just looked like a little head with a long nose.
you know,
With a little Hitler
seriously,
smile.
he looked like he got a little beard. But anyway,
Wow, I got a visual.
I don't want that visual.
Even uglier and nastier.
woo!
You know, I was thinking you should have put a. Next time we come out, we have to do a little bonfire
Yes, that would be
that
so
would be
nice.
and roast some marshmallows
Yes.
and not your cookies.
You know what? Ain't nobody gonna put my cookies on fire, honey.
We don't want to talk about flames and
No.
cookies.
Be sound.
Why? Every time y'all say something stupid, I go.
We ain't turning out the lights and lighting the candle. No.
You're a visual person. I don't want to picture half the stuff we say.
My cookies are where my cookies is gonna be. My cookies is under safekeeping
All I know is.
with my
Not
Brazilian wax.
cookies.
Do you guys ever have toys? Did you have more toys when you were single or more toys when you were married?
Oh.
Or just about the same? Or you just didn't get rid of the ones you had?
No, got rid of them. Different kind. Yeah,
Yeah, I switched up.
different kind.
Well, let me tell y'all what happened to me.
While we're sharing.
I was single. And this could happen in real life. But I had this one. What was it called? I don't remember what it was called. I just knew it did all this.
Oh, I remember the
It
one.
was the rabbit.
But we ain't never had one before. I never did. We ain't never had.
We said we switched up. We switched
Okay,
up.
okay. So he did all that, right? And then I was like, I hadn't seen it in a long time. And I was like, man, where was you at? And he was like, in the drawer. And I was like, I don't believe you. So I did a dip and sniff on it. And it smelled like mint chocolate chip cookies and Snicker bars. So I knew it was in my drawer.
Right.
And so I pulled it out.
It was in your candy drawer.
Yeah, it was in
Right.
the candy. Oh, okay, I'm not. But anyway, so I winched it off.
You ain't
Got it prepared for the night. Got my little cigarette lit. I knew it was gonna be a long night. I'm just joking.
cigarette.
You don't even smoke. Stop.
I know, right? So I tried it anyway. And it kept going, and dying. I was
You
like,
broke it.
You didn't
so I
switch
cut
the
it off,
batteries?
cut it on. So I was turning it up,
Uh-huh.
and it go, ooh.
Right.
I turned it up higher. So I
You
had it
didn't
on
think to
full blast, and it
replace
was
the
like,
batteries.
Uh-huh.
So I put the remote down, right? I
Right.
left it in,
Uh-huh.
and I said, well, let me change the batteries out.
Okay.
So I changed the batteries out, and I reached in my drawer.
Mm-hmm.
I reached in my drawer and had these 2 double D batteries. And don't you judge me,
Okay.
because you got to buy them by folks. Put them in there. And right when I put the last one in,
I didn't remember taking D's. Mine took the A's. Yours took
you's a lie from
Mine
the
took the
pit of hell.
Mine took the double
An
A's.
A is a size that just go in your nose. I know you wasn't vibrating your nose.
No.
But anyway, I got this.
came over to visit the cookie jar.
I got the last, when I put the last battery in and slammed it,
You forgot.
it was on high. I said, "Ew." Tears was coming down my eyes. I was coming back to back so hard. I was like,
Oh no. Did it hit the G spot?
it was riding the G spot like boo boo on toilet paper.
Spot,
I was like, oh my God.
Elemental
So
P.
it was so bad that it was going so fast and hard that I couldn't hit the switch. I was like
my
this.
goodness.
Oh my God. I started crying because I couldn't get it off. Because you know it was a switch that you had to lower it down and it clicks.
No.
So I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Next thing I know, I finally get it off.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
I finally get it off. Tears is rolling down my eyes. And I lay back and I grabbed the blanket and I said, was it good for you?
As it was for me.
I for real. I threw that thing across the room.
Oh no.
It's going to be a while
Before I touch you.
Yeah, I'm not going to need to. I think I got about 89 cubs
Well,
out of it.
I had the one, right, where you could have it inserted inside and you could be out somewhere and then your mate
The
could
butterfly.
be pushing.
Your mate?
Your mate can push the button and they can be sitting across the room and they can just push the button. You be like, ooh, you be at dinner, don't nobody know. You be like, how you doing? I'm doing real good.
What's that called?
It's a butterfly.
The butterfly.
Oh my God, I never heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it either.
I mean, what? I don't know.
I don't
the
want
names
him to
of
have
these
that
things.
much control.
No,
I don't want him to have that.
How do you know the names of those things?
I don't want him to have them kind of laughs and giggles on me. I ain't even joking. I be sitting there. I be at work. And he be parked outside in the driveway.
Yeah.
Talking about, she should be right around. And I be like, oh, hey, go see if my husband's outside.
You would not wear
He
that
playing.
to work.
He playing.
Definitely don't wear that to work.
He acting up. Wait a minute.
He better quit playing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call him on the phone too. I know you outside. Just
I'm
stop.
gonna need you to stop pushing that button.
Okay.
They gonna think you have a problem. You shake it like that.
They gonna think you got Tourette's.
That joker gonna be like, he gonna be on the phone talking about, sorry, babe, I butt down it. I butt down it.
Oh my God.
I'll be ready to
Be
kill
like, what's
somebody
that?
with that much control.
Right?
Ooh, child.
Control.
All right. You the one that got access to it. You probably still got it on right now. Let me stop
No, I
real
don't-
hard and set it off.
No, I don't have no access. No, he took that. No, it's gone with him. No.
Oh my God.
Mm-mm. Why
Uh-uh.
would he take it? Because It's over now.
What if it's yours?
It's over now.
He knew that I could make it. It's over now.
You ain't gonna have fun on his time.
Exactly.
Or his dime.
On his time with yes.
Okay.
He was being spiteful. You like, you can leave that behind.
Won't nobody else be pushing that button.
Okay. He gonna take the battery out of it in front of you.
See?
Never again.
He gonna be like,
Ever.
Let me have it.
Ever again.
You gotta come inside to get this. You ain't going in there.
Exactly.
My chastity belt lock is on.
Good.
Real talk.
Man, I love being in the good air with your family.
This is beautiful.
Yes, it
It's-
is.
You gotta remind me to come back out here again
For sure.
without
Yeah.
the mosquitoes.
And the squirrel.
Hey, it didn't hit nobody.
You want me to tell you something? Look, every time you say something, it triggers something. I remember we went to this woman's birthday party, and we heard her come into the garage, and so the lights was off, and we were ready for her to come out, and she still didn't come out, and we were like, I don't know, where she didn't come out this.
Right.
So I said, is she listening to music? She on the phone? So we all said, nope, not we all. Her husband said, let's just go out, open up the door, the garage door, and just
Just a
say
surprise
surprise,
in there.
right? We all get to the door, surprise! Why she had peanut butter on her cuckoos and the dog was on the choo-choo.
Wait, hold up.
I've heard that before.
Yes.
Rewind.
The
I
dog.
heard that before. Somebody said that, yes, that's
She
not
was on the
okay.
front of the car. She didn't know about the surprise party. We didn't all park in front of the house and all around. No. We parked and
That
got
is
dropped
horrible.
off.
I'm speechless right now.
That's horrible.
It was peanut butter.
On the cha-cha.
It was peanut butter cookies. And
No,
then
it was peanut butters
That's
on the
what she-
taco.
on the taco.
On the cookie. That's what
And
she
he
said,
was-
peanut butter
and he was
cookie.
licking
And
the
Fido.
taco. He was licking the peanut
was
butter.
li- And everybody said, surprise.
No,
That's
we didn't even
animal
say
abuse.
surprise. We went like this. Whoa!
That's animal
He hurried
abuse.
up and closed the door.
That is animal abuse.
He went in, hurried up and closed
She
the
should
door.
have been arrested.
Went in there. I think it did cost him their marriage.
I mean, I would think it would. I
hope he got custody of the dog.
Well, he got the dog. He took the dog.
Yeah, he needed to take the dog.
But the bottom line is
Wow.
it's like, so she must have been used to doing that.
Yes, very
Did
much
she think her husband wasn't home?
She didn't know anybody was home
Holy
That is out cold.
because we were there for a surprise.
I know,
Well,
but
surprise.
why would you? I mean, when I get home, I'm going in the house because I know my husband's there or he's with me or something.
No,
I'm
she
looking
didn't
for
know if he
people.
was there or not. This was a surprise.
It's her birthday.
You always have people there.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
my
there's
goodness.
somebody
Always
there.
somebody in my house.
But she didn't know if they were, he was gonna, when he get home, they're gonna go out, whatever. And I don't know. But
So she wanted to get her
so
fix
she
before she
wasn't-
walked in the
I'm
house.
thinking.
That, that is.
Oh, goodness.
Well, you know what? It brings me back to this thing I saw. This lady actually married her dog. She
Huh?
had a wedding ceremony. She married her dog. Yes.
It's not legal. She just did a ceremony.
She did. She had a minister actually perform. I don't know what.
It ain't legal. You
It's
can't
not
marry a
legal,
dog, but that's gross.
But she had the ceremony done as if her and her dog were actually wife and dog.
Public service announcement. Let's leave the animals out of it. That is not okay.
You know, it's so funny because
That is just
Washington
crazy.
State just recently, not too long ago, had to come up with a law not to have sex with horses.
That's because that guy that died in Seattle.
But it was at a ranch.
Yeah.
And the owners have been selling that
He
horse
been
to do
paying.
that.
He had been paying to go up there. And
But
he
not
died.
just him. Other people, other men had been doing that too. And women, they said, were doing that.
that is just not
But-
okay.
but the
It's called
crazy
bestiality.
It is
part-
bestiality.
Yes, it is. But the crazy part
It's not
is,
okay.
is what happened was, I just think stuff like that is going to get exposed somehow.
I think so too.
But what happened is they couldn't get him off the harness from the horse. Because they were like, we need to take you off now. He was like, no, just a few more minutes, just a few more minutes. And they were like, no, we probably should take you off by now.
Right.
And he was like, no, just a few more minutes. And that horse
bucked
and they couldn't get him off the harness.
and toe up his insides.
and he ejaculated
Well, you know,
into the man, and it busted out.
You
I
know,
was,
that is just
but that's because that's the natural of the horse, because he has to
Right.
go into a female horse.
exactly that can handle that.
Yeah.
Not a man, not a human. Okay.
Killed him, messed up
I
his
mean, that's
arms
what
and
I
It
agree.
blew out his organs.
I grieve for the sheep.
Yeah.
The sheep, you know that. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
because
And the little
isn't
pigs.
that how which
It's
disease
terrible.
came to be? Because men were having sex with sheep.
Sheep.
Was it? Which one was that? Was that
Which one?
chlamydia or gonorrhea? One of them came from that.
I don't know.
It's
That is
I just couldn't
horrible.
imagine doing that.
nastiness.
But you know what?
That is
When I was
filth.
watching,
Seriously.
what is it? Those people who live out there with no electricity and all that
Mhm.
stuff.
The
Amish mob,
Yeah.
right? They came out with a television show like that, and they said some of these Amish men who be, you know, sex deprived, because they don't have sex unless you're married, quote
Mhm.
unquote. They either go out, leave it, so they can be with these females, or they go out there with them sheep.
That's terrible.
I don't want to watch anything like that.
I don't want to see anything like that, and it's a horrible
In Germany,
reality. They
in
have
Germany,
to feel they have to
they
resort to
have
something like that.
Porn type
You
of
know.
porn out there.
Bestiality porn.
Oh.
Yeah, and the
That's
only
sick.
reason how I figured it out is
I'm sorry, my
because
opinion.
my when my husband first got there, we were staying at his friends and his wife's apartment before our housing was ready,
Mhm.
and we were there in the daytime, and then they come home after they get off work or woo woo woo. So we were looking through their videos just to watch a video, and we seen one that said "Oh McDonald" or something, and he was like, "What?" I said, "I'm not about to watch no cartoon for no kids," you know, because they had two kids. And I said,
Mosquito.
"Find something else." He said, "No, I want to see what this is, because the cover, look at the way this cover is."
Right.
And the cover had like a sunset or something. It didn't have nothing with farm animals, cartoon stuff. He threw that in, and that's why I said, "You can catch me on Wednesday with that. I ain't trying to watch that." But it's a whole video footage of that stuff.
That's gross. How? I don't. I don't want to see a dog licking peanut butter. I don't want to see a
I don't want to
man
see any of that. I don't even want to know that
penetrating a
exists.
sheep.
I don't want to know
You
that
know.
exists. I
I
don't
mean, you think
want
about-
to know.
There's
I just
women
don't want to know.
that go to
with male pigs.
I know there's women with male pigs, but there's a lot. Tijuana, Mexico,
Mhm.
was really big for the women to go down and see the people being penetrated by this one particular donkey. And so that was the show in Tijuana, Mexico.
A show.
It was the actual show. People paid to go see this. I don't know if they switched out the donkeys. It never excited
I'm
me.
sure they
but
switched out the
it was
female.
it was rumored that the women would go down just to see the
I'm
show.
sure they're being forced.
And I think it
the
was maybe
women to do that.
sex slaves or something like
Yeah,
that.
because
you know,
it's a lot
that-
of sex trafficking.
It is a lot of sex trafficking out that way, and it's
That kind of
terrible
stuff
to have to be forced
horrible.
to sleep with an animal. You know, that's just
It's
Shoot,
terrible to
some
be
men
forced to
is-
sleep with
is-
anyone. You
is
shouldn't have to be
forced
forced
to
for that.
have sex with some men.
yeah, they are.
You don't want to have sex with
That's true, and that's sad.
ugly, small.
Mm-mm.
I wonder if there was an ugly man with a big stick. Would I treat?
Make you want to think about
Talking
it.
about, girl, he all that. I mean, he ain't good to look at, but he good to ride.
But girl, let me tell you something. All of it looks the same in the dark, but it's good.
I can't even.
Talking about, let's play dress up. Can you wear this mask? Oh, it doesn't just be a brown paper bag.
only
It's
thing we're
just
gonna
not
do
a-
is just role play. And
It's not just an average brown
Exactly.
paper bag. You're my gingerbread man.
I can't. I can't even.
Ooh, girl.
Mm-mm.
Ah,
Wow.
this is the day. This is
Yeah.
the time.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to
Getting
do
ready
this
to get
a
on a
lot
plane, and
out
you
here.
gotta ride.
Yeah, gotta get on the plane.
But when you come back, we'll be ready to have
Yes.
another girls' weekend. Girls
Yes.
session.
We need a girls' weekend.
We do.
Go to the ocean, Westport.
Seriously.
Get a
that'd-
cabin.
Oh, that'd be lovely. I'm
Get a
down.
cab-
I'm
Everybody
down.
can have their own cabin.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna bring my toys. No, I'm just kidding.
We don't want to know that.
I don't want you guys to know what kind of positions I use.
We don't.
I don't want you guys to know how
We
good
were not
my toy
intrude
is.
with you and your toy relationship.
I can't tell
okay?
you. Look, I can't tell you How my toy is an expert.
I think that's just with your man. I don't think it has anything to do with your toy.
Huh?
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
You might want to steal my toy. It's quicker to
I
steal my
don't.
toy than it is my man.
I don't want your toy.
I don't want to steal your toy.
After my juices is on it.
I don't want your toy. I don't want your man.
You know what?
I don't want your thoughts right now.
Your thing has a thing that says caution.
Right?
Caution. Caution. I don't want your toy. I
My
don't want
toy
your
says
man.
caution. Could be dirty.
I don't want to touch it. No.
I'm gonna leave it dirty just so I can say if I see you using it. Yes, I did. I caught you riding dirty. Caught you riding dirty.
I can't.
They see me rolling. They hate me.
Y'all tacky. Tacky females, boy. I tell you. I'm glad I know you. I'm glad I know you.
Oh my goodness, I'm glad we know you too.
We have absolutely no sense.
We gotta have these talks all the time.
Yes.
Yes.
When we get together and have these grown women talks, it is
Nothing
so
like it.
healthy.
Nothing.
We
Yes,
need to
it
get
is.
loose. I'm glad you always talk with your legs crossed.
I'm comfortable because this is my serious thing right
Cuts
here.
down on the smell too.
What? You know what?
I can't. I think I've said that more today than any other day
You
that
know
we spent
what?
time together.
I can't. I can't.
I need a shirt
You know what?
that just says
You know
I
what?
can't.
You know, it keeps the freshness of my cookies locked
I
in,
won't
honey.
say
When
I
cross
can't.
them
I'm
like
gonna just
this.
say I
You know,
won't.
listen here. Listen here. I don't want to just open up, you know what I'm saying? And then, no, I keep the freshness in like this, okay? This is my freshness garter belt stance, okay?
Just knock a sister out.